je parle, des fois tu ne m'entends pas. Comme un écho qui s'évapore dans l'univers. Sans retour, tu me laisses sans voix. Cloué, perché dans le vide de cette éternité.
Behind me is the brand new Renault 4, a car that Renault wanna revive. And for those of you that don't know what was Renault 4, Renault 4 was one of the most sold car at global level. So they sold over 8 million Renault 4. It was sold all over the world in over 100 countries, and it was like a global success for Renault. And now Renault wanna revive this Renault 4 with this electric version. And in this video, I wanna take you through the car and give you the most important information, technical data, and also we will go through exterior, interior, and I try my best to give you as many information about the car as possible. Also, guys, as soon as I get the car for a proper test drive, full review, all the information as always on my channel will come. Probably in 2025 will come the car at the beginning of 2025. We can expect to see it also on the streets. I'm super excited about this car because I think it's one of the most interesting car in B segment that will come on the market next years. I see how much space the car have, I see the technology, and I think it's amazing. I don't have the price yet, but I'm really excited to see the price as well. Now, let me give you the technical data and then we will talk a little bit about the interior and exterior design. Let me tell you a little bit of history. So the first Renault 4, which was sold from 1960, if I remember well, or 1961, it was sold over 8 million units on 5 continents in over 100 countries in the space of 30 years. That makes the best-selling Renault model at a global level, which is quite impressive. And that Renault 4, it is still until today the 4th best-selling car of all times, which is quite impressive. No wonder why Renault wanna revive this new Renault 4 as an electric car, so they have plans to sell it all over the world as well. Another impressive thing is that this car will be built in Europe, in France, at Ampere Electric City. You will see some elements on the car that says that as well. And to be honest, Renault is pretty proud at the fact that this Renault 4 will be built up to 75% in France. The motor, the battery, and all that stuff will be built in France. Other thing is the fact that this Renault 4, it will take the position in the B segment, just above the Renault 5 that you probably saw already. Will come on the market, Renault 5, at the end of this year. For sure we will see it on the street, I hope so. Also, this car, it's built on the same platform, AMP-R, small platform, the same as Renault 5. And also, this Renault 4 is the first Renault electric Renault car, or the first car that will have one pedal drive function, which is incredibly useful. We will test it in the test drive as soon as I get the car. When it comes to length and size, we have the length of the car, it's 4 meter 14 centimeters, the width 1 meter 80, the height 1 meter 57, and the wheelbase 2 meter 62 centimeters. The ground clearance 18.1 centimeters, and the weight of the car 1,410 kilograms. The boot capacity 420 liters. It's pretty good, and you will see a little bit later that the loading height of the car, it's 61 centimeters. It's 10 centimeters lower on average than the competition. And you will see in the trunk that you have a pretty good loading lip and pretty low. That's super useful. And the car, from what I saw until now, it's crazy practical. The towing capacity is 750 kilograms and the turning circle just around 10.8 meters. It comes standard with heating pump, and the cool part is that the front passenger seat can be folded down, and that goes and allow the loading to be up to 2 meter 20 centimeters. The powertrain and batteries, it comes in 2 versions: comfort range version with 150 horsepower, 245 Newton meters, and a 52 kilowatt hour battery, lithium NMC battery, and the range estimated for this version, it's 400 kilometer VLTP. And we have a cheaper version, urban range, mostly for the city, 120 horsepower, front wheel drive, both are front wheel drive, 225 Newton meters, 40 kilowatt hour lithium battery, the same battery, but this time we have a range of 300 kilometers. We will test this as well as I get the car. Then 0 to 100, 8.5 second, top speed is limited to 150 kilometers per hour. The charging power, both and all the versions that will come on the car will have 11 kilowatt AC bidirectional. That means it has vehicle to grid, vehicle to load, all that good stuff. But when it comes to charging in DC, the 120 horsepower motor with a small battery, you can charge it at maximum fast charging at 80 kilowatt, and the most powerful version, 150 horsepower, that comes with 52 kilowatt hour battery, you can charge it at 100 kilowatt in DC, which is pretty good. To make a comparison between the other Renault models, at the length of the car, 4 meter 14 centimeters, it sits between Clio, 9 centimeters shorter, and Capture, 9 centimeters longer, just to make an idea about the size of the car. And the height of the car, 1 meter 57 centimeters. It's the same as Capture. The only difference is that Capture is 1.2 centimeter lower than this Renault 4. Comes also with optimized suspension. That means McPherson independent suspension on the front and multi-link independent suspension on the rear, which you don't find in this segment. Usually you find it in much more upper market cars. When it comes to safety feature, it comes with active drive assist level 2. So we have autopilot level 2 and other 26 driving aids, which are impressive, the same as other new Renault. So that's good. And also, another thing important to point out about this Renault 4 is the fact that recyclability rate, it's 88.6%, and the fabric seats from Techno and Iconic are from 100% recycled fiber from plastic bottles, which help the environment a lot. 18-inch on all version, but here they are not the same design. They come in different designs. So on the Evolution, we have an aerodynamic design, and they call it jogging. Techno finish come with the diamond cut alloy wheels with 4 spokes called 60s, and we have on Iconic the diamond cut alloy wheels named Parisien. All those names come from the old version, in the reminder of the old Renault 4, which was an incredible car and was loved by so many people around the world. Then when it comes to screens, it comes standard with 10-inch multimedia screen, but when it comes to cockpit, it comes with 10-inch digital cockpit for the top of the range version, but on the entry-level version, it comes with 17-inch rims, which is 17-inch screen, which is really important to point out. All the cars that I have with me right here, they came with 10-inch cockpit, so I cannot show you that, but I have to tell you guys, I'm quite impressed with what I see here, and with the car, the design of the car, the quality of the car, it's quite impressive. And by the way, the battery, it's located right here under the floor, so you can see the 52 kilowatt hour battery assembly in France right here under the floor, and you can see the way it looks also in the back and the front. Now that you know the technical data about this brand new Renault 4, let me take you to the car to show you a few things about the car. There are so many people here, so I start to somehow give you the information in a nice manner. I hope you can get some information because it's a little bit of chaos around here. So yeah, first of all, on all version, the charging port, it's on the front left. So here you have the AC, 11 kilowatt, also bidirectional power. That's great. Vehicle to grid, vehicle to load, all that stuff, all that good stuff are here on the car. Also in AC, you can charge it at 11 kilowatt, and in DC, 80 kilowatt, depending on the small battery, small power. And on the bigger battery with 150 horsepower, you can charge it at 100 kilowatt. The cool part is that the car have a lot of small stuff that says this car is manufactured in Maubeuge, Electricity France. So 75% of the car, it's built in France. And also, of course, it's assembly, the battery, the powertrain, the electric motors are built in France. And also on the version, on the other version, let me show you, the seats are from recycled materials. Like I told you before, 100% from recycled materials. So That's quite impressive. Another interesting thing that I want to point out is the fact that the front seats can be now folded down completely, which is amazing. I mean, you can go even to surf. You can have this surf plate right here in the front, which is incredible. Not many cars in this class at least allow you to have the possibility to fold down the front seats. In general, it's pretty spacious inside. Another cool thing is that this trunk, it's lower with around 10 centimeters lower than in other cars, around 61 centimeters here, loading height, which is incredible. And also it is a little bit vertical, but in the same time it's pretty square, so you can fit in here a lot of items without any problem. So you can see right here, you have this guitar, you have these two suitcase, and you still have this screen and another suitcase there. So there are crazy space here. Plus this is kind of modular, so you have some storage space down there as well. You have some aluminum plate at the entrance. Also everything is flat. I will go on another car to show you a little bit more. Here you have, I think this is not from the car, this is extra here, so don't take into consideration that light, because the light is here. I will show you on other cars. But here you have a 12-volt port, which is useful, a few hooks in the trunk. But overall, the most important thing is that the trunk, 420 liters, it's big, and the loading lip, it's pretty low. So that's crazy important from my point of view. Also up here you have the button to close the trunk. From here you close this huge trunk door. Plus this trunk door, it's automatic, which is again something important. When it comes to rims, I told you it comes 18-inch rims on all version. I don't know if you see until there, but all the rims, even though they are 18, they are different in design. So yeah, I'm not going to go too much into detail. They look quite nice. They look really interesting from my point of view. And I think they fit with the car, and also the 18-inch wheels fit with the car pretty well. As size of the car, and my first impression when you look at the car as a design, as overall design, it looks a lot like Jeep Avenger. I don't know, it has that Jeep Avenger look, but better. I like much more this design. I don't know, it's much more futuristic, much more modern, and even the interior, even the multimedia, a lot of stuff. In terms of size, it looks similar, but when it goes to deep details, this Renault 4 look much better than that car. Plus, it's for the first time installed on the car, for the first time, 1.45 1 meter 45 centimeter have the length of this part with the LED light on the front grille, on the front area I should call it, because it's no more a grille. It looks fantastic. It's for the first time when they designed that. Plus it's a completely glass, and inside this glass you have all that interesting design from the grille. Also it comes standard like that on all version. You don't have to pay extra for it. So also it's for the first time when you have an illuminated front grille standard on a car in the same price, which is incredible. Plus the Renault logo will be always illuminated in the front. Now the regulatory in Europe allow that as well. Then you have the daytime running light here, and also the headlamps. I want to turn on the headlamps pretty quick to show you how it looks. I don't want to bother the other guys. They are on the workshop. So you can see LED headlamps. They are not matrix, but they are adaptive, which is again very useful, and they look pretty cool. Look at the design. They look really nice. Love it. Also in this color, it's kind of a B color. You have the front end and also the upper side in black, and then the side is this red dark color, which look fantastic from my point of view. Now up here, even the hood, it looks quite aggressive. You have also two black plastic elements around here, which look really nice. I want to turn off the light, and maybe this guy doesn't bother if I turn on the other light, if it works. If it works, and it's not working, I don't think so. Or maybe it's working, I didn't press it properly. Now it's good. Now it's perfect. So let me show you. LED light on the mirror on the side right here. Big mirrors, pretty big mirrors for the size of the car. Also here in the corner you have the blind spot technology, a lot of safety features, 26 safety features, aids. Here is the charging port, again with Ford and French flag. Looks so cool. And you can see this is it, the way it opened it. Pretty good quality also on the door. I like the fact that it comes with all these plastic protections around the wheels, on the down skirt, and even in the back here it comes with this plastic protection. It looks really nice, much more interesting than in other cars. You have these sharp edges design which make the car much more futuristic, much more modern. I really like the way they design it. Plus this area on the down skirt, if you open the door, you will see that it's a little bit more extended. So if you look from this area, it's quite extended. That will protect the car from stones and scratch and all that stuff. So the paint of the car will be protected. So I really like this. Great job. And also it looks really nice overall. The design of the car look pretty cool. And also you can see here, usually here there are some plastic areas, but now they kind of design the doors really interesting. It comes a little bit outside. I really like those details, those attention to those elements. Plus in the front, again, you have this plastic protection, which came also on the door of the charging port, which look really interesting. And also again, the same lines, the same cool squarish design here on the wheel arch. Those are the rims. I don't know to tell you for sure only which version is this one, but they look pretty interesting. I don't think it's the entry-level version. I think the entry-level version is that, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, those are the all three types. There we have one type, and here other one. 6 sensors for parking on the front and also on the rear, and not only for parking and also for safety features. Plus here it's some air intake, real air intake that allow the air to go around here, plus some nice black glossy elements. Down here is the only grille, real grill, where the air will go inside to cool down the battery on different parts. Plus this cooling, it's active, so you can see the clappers that are closed and opening to cool down the engine and the battery. Here's the radar for all that safety features. And a little bit higher on the windshield, we have the camera and the sensors. The camera that can read the traffic speed limit signs, and also the sensors for light and raining. Those are the turning signals, the way it looks from the front. And it replaced the daytime running light. They look really nice. Man, I really like the front end. It looks really cool, really unique, really different. Now, let me show you from the side. Now on the upper side, you can see that they add a little bit of, this is a gray matte. It's not a chrome, it's a gray matte around the edges of the windows on the upper side. But here on the B pillar, you have glossy plastic. On the downside, you have some rubber. And up here, you have everything in black. Plus, the difference between the old Renault 4 and the new one is the fact that now you have those roof rails. And I think they are modular, because I see here you can probably, no, I don't think they are modular, but they look really interesting. They look really squarish, powerful, really interesting. Now, I can show you the back end on this car because they are on the workshop, but I can go on another car. Probably here they already finished, so I can show you that. Let me go around this one and let me try to go inside, because here I already fold down the front seat so you can see in real the way it looks. I did it before. You have to do it from here, very simple. And this is the way it looks, and it's fantastic because you can carry long items without any problem here. So not many cars allow you to do that. So that's impressive. Also, you have some ambient light here on the both sides. You have this beautiful dashboard design. I really love the quality of the dashboard. I think it's fantastic. Also the French flag. You have the vents which feel good quality, and they look also really impressive. And then you have Renault 4 here with an ambient light on the dash with some piano black. Up here you have plastic everywhere, but it looks really nice as a trim. And let's don't forget about the canvas, panoramic sunroof, they call it, with canvas, the same as on the old version. And here you can see it's open, but you can close it completely. The opening, it's fantastic. It's amazing. I mean, for the summer, if you go with friends in holiday at seaside, I think it's fantastic. It looks really nice, and I think really non-intrusive, I should say, because it's really small. And if you look at the car from the distance, it's really, you don't notice it, you know, like before in cars you see something really big and ugly up there, but now here it seems to blend in very nice with the roof in the same black color, black roof, black canvas. I think it's nice, and this is the way it looks there. Plus you have the insect protection there, quite nice. And you can see also here at the entrance, you can see this plastic a little bit extended. Super nice, super nice. Now, those are the other rims, guys. On the rear, you have brake discs. course, and on the front you have ventilated brake discs, and also the suspension I told you before, McPherson independent on the front and multi-link on the rear. Pretty good suspension for the size and the class of this car. Now, when you go on the rear, six parking sensors, as I told you before, they keep kind of the same design on the rear with the same black glossy element, some matte plastic bumper. It looks quite nice, quite simple, and also it's a little bit extended in the back. And what is really interesting, because they want to keep the same design, the same idea of the old Renault 4, they extend the trunk down here on the bumper. So the trunk is extended until here in order to have a bigger entrance, and also you have the lower boot lip from all the cars. So you have only 61 centimeters from ground until here, which is really something unique, and I like unique things on the car. The 4, it's very nice place here on the right side. Those are the tail lights, which they kind of keep the shape in some way as the old Renault 4, and it looks nice. It looks nice. LED light, turning signals LED. It looks pretty cool. LED lights on the number plate, reverse camera, it's here. Renault writing on this beautiful glossy, glossy with matte lines. And yeah, up here you have the roof spoiler with the brake. The brake is here. You have a wiper, tinted windows on the rear, tinted windows on the side. Really interesting the way they designed this side window. It's separate from the door, and you will see that you have a good visibility when you go inside. And if you want to open the trunk, it's automatically, you just press the button. So you can see the trunk, it opens from all the way down there, and it's huge entrance. You saw before, it's a flat floor, completely flat floor here. Huge boot. And also you have the light, normal halogen yellow light, some storage space here, 12-volt port, and down here under the floor you have some modular trunk. I think here is the speaker and the subwoofer, because it has Harman Kardon. Usually you should have this space free. You saw on the other cars was free, this space. But I like the fact that everything here is so easy and light to adjust and change. Now, if you want to fold down the seats, you have to do it 60-40. So you have to do it from this part. So basically, I don't want to bother the guy in the front, but you do it very simple by pressing this button here. And then once you press it, you fold it down, very simple. And right now you can see exactly the way it looks. It's fantastic. The space, it's incredible. Probably the most spacious and the most practical car in this class. And there is the front passenger seats fold down. And the only thing that I noticed that I wish to be different is the fact that you don't have a completely flat floor with the second row, but in terms of space, it's crazy good. It's crazy practical. Now, anyway, let me close it. From here, you close the trunk, and I want to go on the side to show you also the back area, and then we will go in the front of the car. And I hope I can cover everything, put the seats back relatively fast and easy. And we start with the doors. Here on the doors, on the upper side, you have plastic, you have some textile material here in this area. Here is the handle in black glossy, the button for the windows. Here you have some plastic. Storage space is huge, I like that. And here we have the speaker with a nice, interesting design. Entrance is big, not big, it's huge. Pretty impressive the way, because they put this window here, it's much bigger, the entrance on the upper side. And this is the way it looks right here. Those are the seats, and I noticed that there are two different type of seats, at least here on the cars, that they are exposed. And here you have this leather, I think it's artificial leather, vegan friendly leather. Then you have this textile material that you have it also on the doors. You have the French flag plus some yellow Isofix for child in the front, and also you have Isofix for child right here in the front and also in the back, so you can install free child seats. Side support, really good quality down here. I really like the way it looks, the interior, the quality. Here you don't have any armrest, so don't expect to have that armrest, but in general, it looks good. It looks pretty fine. Now, what I want to do before I go forward, I want to go on the other side and adjust the driver's seat. Look at the front. It looks pretty nice. Let me go on the front here and adjust the seats in my driving position. You have manual adjustment from down here. Also, you can adjust the steering wheel down, up, forward, backward, very simple. Close it from here. Yeah, basically, let me show you the front end and then we will go in the back as well. So first of all, what you notice here is this new trend steering wheel with flat up, flat down. Love that design. I really like it. The quality is great. The new Renault logo. Here we have those physical buttons which look great. You saw it before also on the new Scenic, for example. Here you have the same button to change the different driving modes. So you have comfort, eco mode, sport mode, personal, snow, all terrain, and then so on. And also every time you change it, change also the color. Up here you have also the buttons to change different settings and configure this beautiful 10-inch digital screen from where you can go and see different views the way you want it. You can see it's simple, or you can also configure it to see even the map. And also on the right side you have the eco monitoring, information about the range, information about the car. I'm not going to go too much into detail. As soon as I get the car for more time, I will go in more details. But for the moment, I guess you have to get those information. Plus, I love the fact that you can see the full map right there, and of course it has Google integration like the other Renault cars. In the back here you have some pedals to change the recuperation mode, and you have around 3 levels of recuperation mode plus 1 pedal drive. For the first time on Renault it comes with 1 pedal drive, which is incredible. And the stalk, of course, it's here behind the steering wheel with this nice new Renault logo here. And yeah, it's great. I really like it. Then here you have the armrest. Also you can open it, a little bit of space down there. Here you have some storage space, and here you have some space, and it's rubberized. That's something that I like. Plus you have the 4 here, 2 USB-C, a 12-volt port, a little bit higher electronic handbrake, auto hold, and some storage space, plus the ambient light and a little bit higher hazard light. And then you have here the vents button, the same as on the other Renault cars, and those super beautiful vents. I love the button for the climatic system, and here you have the vents a little bit higher, which are looking fantastic. I really like it. The glove box, it's also pretty big. This is the glove box, and this is the way it looks. It's quite nice, pretty big, and still good quality. Harman Kardon, as I told you guys. You see, when you have Harman Kardon, you don't have too much space in the trunk down there. But the sound system, it's fantastic. The way it sounds, it's amazing. Plus, I noticed that they managed to array those screens very nice. Here is also a 10-inch screen, which is tilted to the driver. I like that because you have very good visibility from the driver point of view. It's perfect. Nothing to complain about that. Also here, another thing that I noticed is that, again, we have this amazing Google Map integration navigation, which works so fast. I mean, man, look at this. It's super responsive, like in the latest this Renault cars. Also on Scenic, it's the same fast. Plus you have the same as on your phone, you have it here. And you have the traffic, you have the information about construction sites, you have information about the battery, with how much battery you arrive there. You have also the charging stations on the route. For example, if you want to search for charging stations, you just press this button and it shows you all the charging stations around you. So all you have to do is just press for it, and then the car will calculate for you. It will show you also the traffic on the route and so on. So it's great, man. It's really good. I really like the navigation, and you can also extend it like that if you want to have it on all the screen, or you can close it. Then you have shortcuts on the left side, very responsive. It goes really fast into the menus. And by the way, let me change the language for a second so you can understand a little bit better. Now let's go to English just like that. So now here, back again, this is the home page. On the lower area you have the heated seats, of course, heated steering wheel, and all the climatic functions. You have it on the lower area. Here on the side you have the shortcuts for the media. You have the telephone, you can connect your phone, of course, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay wireless. You have the Play Store where you can install different apps. It comes with Maps, News, Spotify, and even the new voice assist. I don't remember, Renault, I think they call it, voice avatar, and it's connected to ChatGPT. which is again something really impressive. From here, from up here, you can adjust the brightness, update, traction control, and hands-free parking. We will test this in the test drive video, so definitely stay close. From here you can change also the driving modes, but you can do it also from the steering wheel, and also you can configure those different driving modes, so the steering efforts and all that configurable settings are around here. The electric here, you can see what happened with energy in real time, the program, the battery infos, and you can set how much to charge it, and the settings here, and pedestrian warning if you want the car to make some noise when you drive at low speed, and which kind of noise. Then you have the hands-free park assist, like the parking assist. We will test it as soon as I get the car for a test drive. And we have the air quality here, of course, as in almost all new Renault cars. And here we have my driver assistance system. All the safety features are around here. So from here you can configure it, you can personalize all those safety features which the car come with, which I don't go into detail now. I don't have too much time. I still have to do a few videos, and then we have to go. And then parking, here you have all the settings for the parking. Yeah, in general, this is all with multimedia. I really like it, I tell you. I like it a lot. Plus, a little bit higher, you have this mirror, which is pretty big and nice, tiny edges on the side. You have LED lights up here, a kind of yellowish LED light. From here, electric, you close and open the Canva, and here you have SOS button, plus here you have LED lights and a vanity mirror. I like that. Pretty good quality. And also microphone, and the roof quality, it's also nice, a gray with black matte. Looks nice. The position of driving, it's also nice. I have good position. It feels good on the seats. I like them. I really like the car. I think it's compact. I think it's a great all-arounder. And the screens are a little bit higher, and this is perfect the way they position it. I really like. I can't wait to drive the car. On the front door, you probably saw before, kind of the same quality here, and also on the upper side the same. Here we have the buttons for the mirrors, electric adjustable mirrors, folding mirrors, and the button for the windows. And just in case you're wondering, the windows are not double glass, they're normal window, but I can wait to test it. Let's go in the back to see how much space I have here. Let me go inside. Behind myself, I already adjust the seats in my driving position, you saw before. I like that. I like this open space with the seats fold down. Now, behind the front seats, you have this leather, soft material storage space. I like that you don't have that plastic here. Pretty good space here on my knees, a lot of space on my knees. I can stretch a little bit the legs in the front. Up here, I have like, maybe with the Canva up here, maybe 2 fingers, 3 fingers. I'm 173 centimeters. It's not super tall, but I can go a little bit in the front, and then I can stay better. You know, I can win some space. But the comfort, the visibility on the window is perfect because they extend it a little bit here. I like it. I like it. The only thing I wish here to be some soft material, but other than that, super nice. Love it. And also in the middle, guys, by the way, you can go in the middle super easy. You have 2 USB-C ports and huge storage space. Down here, I can stretch my hand down there. I can stay with my legs together because you have a flat floor. Space here in the middle, it's also relatively good, but space on the head is not huge. That's something to keep in mind. For me, it's fine, but for a very tall person, maybe it would be not so fun on the upper side, just if you go a little bit forward. In the back, it's a little bit stiffer. Down, it's good. So stretch my hand almost, I can say completely. I don't know, for short trips, I think we'll be fine here in the middle, but for long trips, not so fun. Now, I think I show you almost everything. This is the way it looks from the back here. The dashboard, it's incredible nice. I really love the dashboard, and the stuff in the front there look gorgeous from my point of view. Really nice car. I don't know if I missed something. Let me see if I can close this. Ah, yes, it's working. But I have to hold it all the time. So this is the way you close this Canva. This is the way it closes right now. And this is the way it looks when you close it. And I can show you also the space on the head right now with it closed. Oh, I have good space. It's not bad and not bad. And I read about this Canva that it's really good. So I have like 5 fingers over my head because you stay here to the Canva. So now it's something else. I didn't know that. Yes, and now 4 fingers, a little bit less. No, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. It's not bad. It's fine, it's fine. At least for me, it's pretty fine. Love it. What can I say? One more time, open this Canva classic traditional history Canva. So guys, this is the story of the new Renault 4. I hope you get some information from here. I was in stress because I didn't have anything. I didn't know what's the plan, how many cars we have, how many people will be here, and I tried to do it super fast. So I hope you get some useful information from my point of view. The history continuing with this Renault 4, and I hope we'll be also will have the same success as the predecessor, the old Renault 4, which was sold on over 8 million cars all over the world. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I hope the video was useful. Stay safe, and as soon as I will have the car for test drive and full review and all that stuff will come soon. So stay close. Thank you again, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.
Je veux juste rester